Okay, welcome back to our economics class. Today we're going to begin discussing price elasticity of demand and price elasticity of supply. We're going to cut these videos down to 5 minutes in length from here on out. So if it seems like we're cutting it off in the middle, we sort of are, and just pick up with the next video from there on out. All right. Essentially what we're looking at when we deal with price elasticity of demand, especially, how far are we willing to stretch? How flexible are we as a market with respect to changes in price and our buying habits? So we'll start with price elasticity of demand. The price elasticity of demand, as defined, is a measurement of the responsiveness of the quantity of demanded of a good to a change in price when all other influences on buyers' plans remain the same. So essentially what that means is, how are we going to respond as a group of people to a change in the price of a good? Will our response be extreme, or will it be moderate? And again, typos, that should be there. Will their response be extreme, which is an elastic good, or will their response be moderate, which is inelastic? Extreme stretching, if you take that for the definition of elastic, it stretches a great deal, which would be extreme, or moderate would be, it doesn't stretch all that much. Within this, we're going to see a number of different calculations, and I want you to take a look at these. And in your book, it's going to talk about this idea of a percentage change in price, and it basically tells you this equation that deals with the percentage change in price equals the new price minus the initial price over the initial price times 100. And what you see here is that I've only included the midpoint method. The reason I've done that, for your sake, is that what I want you to do is only ever use the midpoint method. So I'm going to erase this line here, this circle, just so that you can read everything. But essentially what I want you looking at only is the midpoint method. And down here, what we're going to see is the price elasticity of demand formula. And this one is that the price elasticity of demand equals the percentage change in the quantity demanded over the percentage change in price. So essentially, it's going to take that top formula that we have up here, which is the percentage change in price, and that's going to be our denominator. And this bottom formula here, which is the percentage change in quantity demanded, is going to become our numerator when we deal with the price elasticity of demand. Okay. Now, the definition, the formulas, as you can see them, are pretty simple. What you have here, the percentage change, that little delta, means percentage change in price equals the new price minus the initial price over the new price plus the initial price divided by 2. And since that's going to give us a decimal and we're looking for a percentage, we multiply by 100. Same exact formula, dealing only, instead of with price, with quantities demanded for the percentage change in quantity demanded. It's the new quantity minus the initial quantity over the new quantity plus the initial quantity divided by 2. And again, because we're dealing with a percentage, we're going to multiply, or a decimal, we're going to multiply by 100 in order to get a decimal. Now that will all get us, those numbers then will go plugged into our formula for price elasticity of demand. In our next video, we're going to talk about how we actually use those formulas.